In this session of work energy power, we are going to discuss work done by variable force, and then after that we'll discuss the work done by the spring force, because the spring force is variable force. Consider this block. On this block a variable force is applied and the block will move along the straight path. This straight path will be treated as the x-axis. The initial position of this block from the origin is x1. Now the block starts moving due to the application of the force. Now the final position of this block is x2 from the origin. To find the work done by this force, if the block is displacing from x1 to x2, we have to use the concept of calculus. Let this force is represented by the F vector. Then the work done by this variable force is given by the integration of f dot dx, and the integration will take place from position x1 to position x2. This f dot dx will be written as f dx cos theta, where theta will be the angle between the force and displacement, right? Now, if the force F will be along the direction of the displacement, then theta will become 0, and hence F dot dx will be written as F dx, where this F will be the magnitude of the force and dx will be the differential displacement of the body or the particle or the block along the x-axis. Now we are going to discuss about the most important part of this session, work done by spring force. This spring is extended towards right by the external agent. During the extension, the spring will exert a force on this block towards left, and the value of spring force is given by Kx. We are going to calculate the work done by this spring force if the spring will be extended from initial position x equal to 0 to the position x. Now we are going to calculate the work done by this spring force. As we know that the spring force is variable force, because this force depends upon the amount of extension of this spring, and this amount of extension is variable, hence the spring force is variable. That's why we are going to use the concept of work done by variable force, and the work done by variable force is given by f dot dx, and the integration will take place from x1 to x2. What you can see, the direction of spring force is towards left during the extension, but the displacement is towards right of this block. Hence the angle between the kx and dx is 180 degree. That's why f dot dx will be written as f dx cos pi. The value of cos pi is -1. That's why it will be written as minus f dx. This f is the magnitude of force and this dx is the magnitude of displacement, right? Hence, this work done will be written as minus f dx, and the integration will take place from 0 to x, because we are going to calculate the work done when the spring is at the relaxed position to the situation when the spring is extended by an amount x. Here f is the magnitude of force and the magnitude of spring force is kx. Now as the value of k is constant, that's why it will come out from the integration. Now we have to integrate this expression, and the integration will take place from 0 to x. As we know that the integration of x dx will be x square by 2, and it will be integrated from 0 to x, hence the work done will come out minus half kx square. Now we are going to find the work done when the spring is extended from the position x1 to the position x2. The same concept will be applied. The work done by the variable force is given by f dot dx, and the integration will take place from x1 to x2. As we know that the force f and dx is in opposite direction, hence the work done will be written as minus the integration of f dx, and the integration will take place from x1 to x2. Now write down the magnitude of the force f. At any moment the force f will be given by kx. This k is called the spring constant of the spring, and x is the amount of extension at that position, right? The value of spring constant is constant, that's why k will come out from the integral. Now we have to integrate this expression. The integration of this expression is given by x square by 2. Now the value of the lower limit and upper limit will be placed in the integration. After doing this, we can get the value of the work done by the spring force will be equal to minus half k x2 square minus x1 square. This one is the general expression for the work done by the spring force. Hence, the work done by the spring force is given by minus half k x2 square minus x1 square. x2 is the final position of the spring from the relaxed position, and x1 will be the initial position of the spring from the relaxed position. Now we are going to apply the formula work done by the spring force equals to minus half k x2 square minus x1 square. K is called the spring constant, x2 is the final position of the spring from the relaxed position, x1 is the initial position of the spring from relaxed position. Now take this numerical problem. In this problem, this spring is relaxed at this position. By the suspension of a block, we have extended this spring by an amount x. Now the mass of the block is increased, hence the spring is further extended by an amount y. We have to find the work done by the spring force from the position A to position B. First of all, we have to write down the concept of work done by the spring force. Work done by the spring force is given by minus half k x2 square minus x1 square. As we have discussed that x1 is the initial position of the spring, hence x1 will be equal to x. x2 is the final position of the spring from the relaxed position, hence x2 will be equal to x plus y. Find the work done by the spring force, put the values of x1 and x2 in this expression. After putting the values of x2 and x1, we'll get this expression. Now x plus y whole square will be written as x square plus y square plus 2xy. By doing simple calculation, you will get the work done by the spring force equals to minus half k into y square plus 2xy.